four-wheel drive. Put it in four-wheel drive. He's giving it. One-wheel drive, y'all. He's giving it what it's got. One-wheel drive.
No, he's only got two wheels on it.
Same thing. Hey, Dad, did you put that in four-wheel drive for him, or did you take it out? Oh, axle's broke.
The front tire though, the tie rod's broke too. This year, they can't make any money because he's got to have so much
Rainbow. He competed in the mud race earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's like
with a Willie.
From Arizona to New Mexico. He's completely fucking up there. Yeah. He made it.
Oh, that didn't sound good. Wilson.
This guy's got a solid chance. This guy's parked next to me. He's on 34 Assassinators. Stock clutches,
All right.
though. So we'll see what that does for him. Holy cow. Stock clutches. What? Ain't no shot. We're having another conversation after this.
Something big.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's better. And he is giving it what it's
Yeah, I can't compete with that.
It's in their bounty series, and it didn't work. Let's see if he can drive it better than the original owner.
Something big.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's better. And he is giving it what it's
Yeah, I can't compete with that.
Hey, lost the cooler, kept the babe. Now, I've run against him before at Greasy Bend. He doesn't cut it any slack, y'all.
This is our buddy.
We'll give it
Reed.
everything it's
34
got.
Assassinators, again, stock clutches. But
Good. Like it better. Like it better.
2020 XMR.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now he is giving it.
That thing was 2 steps.
12.5 seconds.
Alright, now we got a couple rigs here. Look at this. Super Swampers, Beadlocks. I think that's a Geo Tracker. Got another XJ. Suzuki, another XJ. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Holy cow. I know y'all have these all over in Texas and Florida, but man, these aren't very common up here in Arkansas. Oh, look at that secondary battery. Trinity exhaust. I'm not gonna lie to you and act like I know anything about what the clutches are or anything. Haven't talked to this guy, but that's only an 850 scrambler. But custom stretch. Let's look at it in the front. He's got, are those considered long arms, or? I wouldn't consider that it's not a 4-link, because it's just acting as like a stabilizer, but yeah, you can see where the frame was cut there and extended to there. That's so cool. Thickums. That is funny. There's the name right there. He's even got a custom matched cooler. That's when you know you're bougie. Alright, now this is kind of what I'm thinking about doing with the ZJ. This would be, is this a 3-link or a 4? I'm gonna look over there and see if he's got the 4. Oh, I'm seeing track bar in the front, so it's a, no, it is a 4. I guess it's not a, that's a, okay, that's steering, never mind. No, that's a track bar, right there. What the heck? Yeah, let's look at, oh, it's a rough country. So I guess that's just long arm, and they don't, for ZJs, they mount it to the cross member, but I guess for rough country, they mount it up front. That's just a rough country lift. Interesting. And let's look at this. This is a 4. This, yeah, this is a 4-link. There in the rear, triangulated 4-link. This dude actually rolled over down in a hill down by the swimming hole yesterday. They call this the side chick. But locking hubs, full hydro. That's a small axle to be full hydro. What? Oh, it's a 3-link front, 4-link rear. I'm gonna turn up the brightness real quick. All right, so here is how he runs his 3-link. To the bottom of the frame, then to the middle of the axle, then for the 4-link in the rear, bottom of frame, middle of axle, top of diff to middle of frame. He did that the same on both sides, and that's triangulated. Then over here, run over here, we've got a low frame, and then he's got a tower that is even with the top of that diff. And that's how he's doing his 3-link and 4-link. So that might be how I'm doing ZJ. Another big Outlander. Let's see what he's got. Oh, this is different. Okay. So that's just blocks. And this is, oh, what do they call this? This is a Y-link? This is interesting. That's almost, that is a trailer hitch. He has a trailer arm. Oh my, that is the literal definition of a trailer arm. That is so fun. All right, so I talked with the owner of that, and it is a trailer hitch. It's like the tongue off a trailer hitch, and then it is on a trailer hitch ball. And he said because it is directly welded up to the axles, there is no axle wrap, and he says that that's how people get that crazy articulation out of Jeeps and stuff. I always thought that was out of a just really nicely done 4-link, but he said that's the way to go. And I mean, especially with budget in mind, that may be a future option for me for the Z. All right, we're gonna get a close up of this ZJ build. Got a trust. That doesn't look like the 44A, but I could be wrong. It's a Laredo, so it's a 4.0, so it's definitely not the 44A. But we have an arm there underneath the bracket. That is interesting. That's a bushing. I think this is a long arm kit. This isn't a 4-link like I thought it was. Yeah, that's just a 30 up front. A long arm with bushings again. Is this even... shock is actually mounted on that arm. Then for the rear, it looks like we have another long arm. Yeah, because they didn't change the cross member, so it doesn't look like it'd be a kit. Interesting. There's only 2 on each side. Then this is, the shocks are on the back side of that. The shocks are on the back side of the coil springs. That's interesting. But fully comp cut. I do like this a lot. And the bumper actually attaches. That looks like a, that doesn't look like unibody, so I guess they've strengthened frame or have some sort of tubing there. And then this is actually like a big, it's not technically a V, but kind of a V for the actual rear of that. But what is that axle? Because the only thing that came on these was a 35 and the 44A. 44A was only on the 5.2s, and they've covered that, so it's not a oh, this isn't. What is that front axle? Because that's 8 lug. So I guess that's not a, that may be a, I don't know. But anyway, this is more for me than anybody else, but I like this rig. That's interesting though, that is how they mounted the shocks.